Hey, aloha guys, Eric West here, HawaiiRealEstate.org. Back on Maui. I couldn't give like a greater sigh of relief, I'll be honest with you. After 30 days on the mainland, I'm telling you, I don't know how you guys do it. You guys are like tough. Like, you live there? I'm just kidding. I will never pick on mainlanders, I promise, because I once was one. But it's good to be back on Maui. If you're new to the channel, I'm all about teaching you everything there is to know about Hawaii and its real estate, but you just can't find in the listing. And today I'm at the beautiful sands of Kahana Resort. Now, why am I here, you might ask? Why'd you pick this spot on Earth, on Maui? Well, because I like to follow the real estate deals, man. And a 3-bedroom penthouse just hit the market. Sorry about the trade winds, but they're keeping me cool. Just hit the market yesterday, and that's a rare one. That is a rare find indeed. Great place to park $2 million if you're in the market to park some money. The thing is going to generate around $200,000 a year in income. It's going to do well for you, and it's going to not be on the market very long. So I put a link in the description for Sands of Kahana condos for sale, which there's only one right now, which is that 3-bedroom penthouse. Check it out, and of course, don't call the listing agent. Don't ever call the listing agent bad. Why? Because they work for the sellers. So you want to call, a buyer's agent to represent you. May I suggest one? But seriously, you want that representation so you get the best deal, you get your interest represented, and then the commission gets paid by the seller no matter what. So if you ever call a listing agent, all you're doing is you're giving him double the commission for not really doing anything for you. So always call a buyer's agent, a professional buyer's agent. And of course, for Sands of Kahana, I'd love to be your guy. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to show you around a little bit, because I know some of you clicked on this video are looking possibly at that unit right now because you want to see what the heck is this thing. Maybe I'll show you around the grounds a little bit. And this is actually one of my favorite areas in all of Maui. Why? Well, number one, it's the surf break, right? So check it out. Right out here is your Maui fix. Just kidding. Right out here is Mushrooms, which is a surf break that's right there. And then over to the left, to the south, of course, that's Lanai. There's S-turns. Not breaking right now, but this is what the sand looks like right now. It's Sands of Kahana. And as many of you know, Kahana Bay has suffered a little bit at the hands of what they call a westerly current. So a lot of the sand here has been eroded to the north and south of here, but especially to the north. But Sands of Kahana is doing pretty good, and this is high tide right now. They have their own little sandy beach, and it's sort of on a little bit of a point. So I think this place will always have sand. But yeah, it's a great spot. So I love it for the surf spots. One of my favorite. We get these waves that wrap during the winter. Thank goodness winter's coming, right? You only say that on Maui. Why? Because the swells are coming and the perfect weather. Weather's good year round, but in the wintertime, it's like epically perfect. Unlike where I came from, I was just in Minnesota and Colorado, and just guess what? In a few months, they are going to be freezing cold. And they'll be like, we live here voluntarily. That's right, you're going to be cold. We're going to be surfing. That's just the truth, but it could be you, so make Maui part of your future plans. As a matter of fact, my update for you, I left about a month ago, and I've been back now for just a couple days, and the place is kind of dead. So I don't know if it's because end of summer, everyone's back in school, or if it's because Ige said, hey, let's not stimulate the economy anymore, stay home. Whatever, I still say come to Hawaii, it's worth it. The trip was easy, getting the wristband and all that stuff, no problem. Just, a little Q-tip up the nose. I did it myself, 3 Netflix movies and I was here. And of course, if you got the shot, you can just bypass all that and just come on down. Matter of fact, they're instigating a health pass here on September 15th on Maui, which means you have to have a little card that proves that you've been immunized, and then you can go to the restaurants. And on Oahu, they have even a more robust program. For gyms, businesses, you have to have the health card to show that you've been immunized. So it's a safe place to be. One of the things I love about Hawaii is it's safe, man. Safe. Matter of fact, when I was on the mainland, I won't chat too much about this, but you couldn't even tell there's a pandemic, man. No one's wearing masks. Everyone's just running around, not social distancing. It felt like totally normal. Come back to Hawaii, we're tight here. We're tight. We're watching things. We're making sure that we're safe, which is good, right? You want a good, safe place to come. And no better refuge. Matter of fact, if you park $2 million in this condo right now, I'm going to say it's one of the best investments that you can make. not just from a money perspective, but from a mental health perspective, because you need to come to Hawaii just to decompress from the pressure of the mainland. There's some pressure over there, man. It's like a pressure cooker. I don't know what you guys are cooking over there, but it's pressure. I felt it anyway. So to come back here, just like, pressure's gone, right? I don't know what it is, man. It's kind of a weird force of just pressurization. But it's like here, the cabin pressure decreases, you come down, you decompress, and you're uncompressed, and then you're relaxed, and then your longevity goes higher, and your blood pressure goes lower, and your joy goes up, and your stress goes down, and you're like, yep, that's why I'm here in Hawaii. So anyway, let's take a look around. Enough theoretical, not theoretical, but like, I don't know, you know what I'm saying. I love talking about Hawaii because it's like the ultimate place on planet Earth to be. So this is what the buildings look like here. There's 4 of them here at the sands of Kahana. 4 of these buggas right here. Matter of fact, this morning on my morning jog, I saw the gentleman that developed these buildings actually.
Hey.
Super nice guy. Hey!
See that caution sign?
Caution, yes ma'am.
It's because the road
Oh, okay, my apologies. My apologies.
I'm sorry.
Oh, no worries. Oh, okay. I thought like an old police line or something. I thought maybe something happened.
It was
Yeah,
between
the roads all getting washed away from people crossing over.
Oh, yeah. Well, my apologies. It'll never happen again.
I'm sorry.
But thank you for educating me.
Yeah.
It doesn't take me long to break a rule, even unintentionally. So,
I'm there too.
sorry about that. All right, well, there it is. First live out of the gate, and within 5 minutes, I'm already getting in trouble for something. But that's cool, man. No big deal. Anyway, as I was saying this morning on my jog on the beach, which was epic, just because I was on the beach jogging, I saw the guy that actually developed this exact condominium complex, and he still actually has something called a, sorry about that, a little delay here, something called a sandwich lease. So if you lease, not if you, these are not leasehold, these are fee simple, but if you own one of these, you get to pay a sandwich lease to that guy that put this deal together back in the 80s. Super cool dude. Here's a little shot of the pool. Nice little pool action. And like I said, there's 4 buildings here. This property was built in, let's see, I think it was 1984? Boy, I'm going off memory here, I think. But anyway, let's take a look around. As always, I've got my little buddy right here. There he is. We're just going to take a quick cruise, show you around. Not trying to break any more laws or rules or cross any tape lines or whatever I did wrong. But here's a quick shot of the beach that you can directly access. And you can see the resort to the north is Valley Isle. And you can see they've got a few sandbags there. Can you see that? Sandbags at Valley Isle. Next to that is, of course, the Royal. But here, no sandbags, just beautiful sand. And there are talks in the works for putting out the U-shaped sand barriers, if you will, to bring the sand back into the ocean. That's going to happen probably someday. We're still talking about how to get it paid for, but ultimately, if you buy a condo here now and then that project happens down the road, I believe your value will go super up, because all the sand will come back to Kahana Bay. And you can just Google that up and you can see the latest and greatest. Someday I'll make a video about it, but just show you around the grounds here a little bit. One thing I've heard from my viewers over the last year and change is they really enjoy some of the detail that they get to see in the videos and things that are in the area. So this is there's a bar right there. Cheers. The Beach House Bar and Grill. But some of the things that you can get to really quickly when you're staying at this resort, which is really nice, the proximity, if you will, to things like fresh sushi. Anyone guess the name of the sushi place that's right here? Miso Fat, shout out. Of course, we're always shouting out businesses on this channel. So if you have anything you want to say in the comments about Miso Fat or any restaurant, or hey, there's Taco. Taco's hanging out. What's up, buddy? We're gonna try to get out for a quick mountain bike ride before the sun goes down tonight. So that's my stated goal. Oh, here, let me show you we'll show you the lobby area, if you will, where you come in. Pretty cool, sort of an indoor-outdoor lobby space. Kind of nice, huh? And this beautiful banyan tree. You have some tennis courts right over there, right behind that fence. Beautiful banyan tree. The parking lot is nicely shaded. Lots of room, and this even has underground parking. How cool is that? That's another one of those white unicorns in condos. As you know, I've got my white unicorns, which are things that are rare, hard to find in a condo. One of them is a garage, right? Very rare to have a garage. But to have underground parking, that's another one of those white unicorns. Why? Because you can park your car out of the sun and keep it nice and cool. I'll show you one of the entrances to that. There we go, little parking garage. Matter of fact, if you're ever coming down here, you just want to hang out, keep in mind this public beach access parking spot right here. Pretty cool, huh? I was trying to show off the best places to park and or smoke. And then you have your own little access right down to the beach right there. A lot of people don't know about this little parking area. Okay, so here we are on the sidewalk. Oh, and just to give you some orientation, I'm right next to the McDonald's, right? That's like a landmark no matter where you're at. McDonald's, Walmart. So right next to the McDonald's, a little bit to the north here. And I'll show you where Miso Fat is and then give you sort of a look at the sands of Kahana from afar here. Thank you. So, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, the Sands of Kahana was built in '82. I just confirmed that on my phone here. Did a little Google search, wanted to make sure I gave you the right date. Was built in 1982. And of course there's 196 units in 4 different buildings. Of course they do allow vacation rentals, so you can expect to make about 10% of your acquisition cost in gross revenue. It's kind of a good rule of thumb. So you buy a condo for $800,000, it should make about $80,000 in gross revenue. You buy a condo for about $2 million, should make about $200,000 in gross revenue. All right, guys. So over here is the Miso Fat, and of course Dolly's Pub and Cafe. Got a little Boss Frogs action, a little grocery store. And now right next to Sands of Kahana's Valley Isle that I mentioned. Now check this out. This is a little bit of an update for you guys. In case you're curious, they finally got done with the new building. I don't know if it's done, but it's definitely up. This is the one that burned down a few years ago. I was on the island. Matter of fact, I used to belong to the gym that was inside of this building. And the men's sauna caught fire and the whole thing burned down. And I took my wife here one morning for our yoga class and it was like smoldering. It was like, oh boy, but how nice is this, huh? Look at that, new construction. Gorgeous, huh? Hey man, Valley Isle has entered the friggin' 19th century. I mean 20th century. Nice, huh? Still under construction, but I'm telling you, that is really cool. Thumbs up if you are impressed with. It only took 10 years, right? I think it was an insurance claim issue, but this is a big upgrade for Valley Isle. Really, really nice. Royal Kahana right next door. Look at that. Got this like random cook pine just hanging out. Just like reminiscent of Kapalua, right? Just wild, huh? Pretty cool. I'm a big lover of trees. I love trees. Especially in Hawaii. So many cool varieties of trees. Especially the plumeria variety. Wafting perfume of beauty through the air at all times. All right, and real quick, right? We're just going to show you how close this is to some of these amazing amenities. As a matter of fact, if you're into working out, which I am, it's nice knowing where a good gym is. So if you were to vacation or own in this area, you'll have quick access to one of the best gyms, I believe, in Maui. As a matter of fact, there's 2 locations. There's one here in Kahana and another one down in Lahaina. But right up here is the McDonald's. Because you got to have a little McDonald's breakfast every once in a while, right? No matter how clean your diet is, you must supplement with the occasional egg McMuffin with sausage. There we go. And or the emergency quarter pounder with cheese. You never know, when you get hungry, that thing will just tie you over for a couple hours. It's funny, I'm talking about McDonald's and the gym simultaneously. You can tell I am a conflicted man. But anyway, right here is the Club Maui, is the name of the gym. Great outfit right there. They've hung in through COVID. And they've got 2 locations, as I mentioned. And of course the convenience of having First Hawaiian Bank here and Bank of Hawaii right there. And if you need a little dialysis for those kidneys, boom, very easy. And of course Maui Brewing, one of my favorite brews in the world. They've done a great job. What a successful company. And then this used to be an Outback Steakhouse, shut down a number of years ago, and nothing's ever reopened. And of course right up here we have the Kahana Ridge neighborhood right above us there. So fantastic place to own and live. And over here is villas at Kahana Ridge, condominiums that are long-term. So anyway, just a quick little tour of the local area. Of course, if you're ever looking for a company to manage your vacation rental, as you know, I always like to recommend the best. I don't know, just after a while you learn who's doing a good job and who's not. It's pretty evident, you know, who's giving people good value and who's kind of like, you know, working the system or just entrenched too long with too much business, not enough competition. But my favorite company is right over here. Their headquarters are right here, right there. I'm not going to tell you who it is. You'll have to call me because I want to give you a good introduction to the owner. But those are their vans right there, and that's their headquarters. So if you own a condo on the west side of Maui, they are right here with their staff ready to rock and roll. Their claim to fame is nobody has ever left their program. 100% retention rate, and they just kill it. They do a great job. I refer almost all my clients to them. The only time I don't is if you're in a certain specialty kind of condo, like say for example you're going to go over to say buy at the Hanuakai. You know, you'd want a specific company. There are certain companies that dominate a complex just so well that you're going to want to go with them because they're doing a great job. And this company here, they dominate in a lot of the sort of smaller individual kind of niche-y kind of resorts, but they do a great job. So anyway guys, thanks so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. Aloha, mahalo, nui loa, as they say. It's been 30 days I think since I did a live, so I don't know if I still can do this method of communication with the world, but I'm going to keep trying because it's fun. But I'm going to start making some actual real edited videos, taking a complex like the Sands of Kahana and doing like a full sort of inventory and review on it basically, and doing some professional shots and just having fun showing off the real estate of Maui. But of course, if you're ever in the market to buy, sell, or just talk story, keep me in mind. I'd love to be your guy. And thank you guys so much for all the business over the last year. I am actually kind of proud to say I was the #1 agent in Keller Williams for all of Hawaii and Northern California last month, which is pretty cool. I think I'll get it this month too, is my prediction. So a lot of that is thanks to you guys giving me a call and texting me and using me as your agent. So don't ever think that's not appreciated. That is so appreciated, I can't even tell you. So I got the boys in college, and those bills never stop, and COVID was kind of tough. So coming out of the gate strong and selling a lot of real estate the last year has been a super honor and a privilege. So thank you so much. From the bottom of my heart, I appreciate it. And as always, if you've enjoyed the video, like, share, subscribe, and hit me in the comments with anything you want me to do or check out or whatever. I just got back. Island seems kind of subdued, a little slower right now for whatever reason. I don't know what it is. Ige scared them all off. Don't do that, Ige. Come on, man. Let's find that happy medium between safety and rocking the business, right? Just there's a balance there. Just don't want to swing it too far the other way, I will admit though, Maui got pretty busy there, so it's nutty. So it's kind of nice that it's just kind of a little subdued, I'll be honest with you. So anyway, we'll find that balance. It's all good. We'll work together. Mahalo nui loa. Stay safe, and see you guys around soon. Till next time, I shall return. I don't know where, I don't know when, but I promise you it'll be somewhere on the beautiful island of Maui. Notice I didn't do any lives on the mainland because I'm like, why? You guys have enough on the mainland. All right, guys. Till next time, I shall return. Take care.